ba ma tolloo ci fukk ak ñett lañ ma may sëy ma taawloo ci doom bu jigéen.
I was married at 13 years old, and the next year I had a child, and it was a girl.
doom bu jigéen bi benn at laa ko nampal ñu nangu ko dem jox ko sama mag ndax xale laa mënu maa yor xale.
When she was 1 year old, after I had breastfed her, she was taken away from me by my sister, my older sister, because they told me I was a child and I couldn't take care of this baby, and so they gave it to my older sister.
sama mag yor xale bi ma nekk sama néegu sëy di sëyaat. yàlla def ma toll ci fukki at ak juróom-ñaar ma ëmb. ba ma ëmbee ma am doom ci fukki at ak juróom-ñett.
mais waxuloo ci lu xewoon ci doom bu njëkk bi.
doom bu njëkk bi sama mag dañoo amoon at bu ne ñu dem lël sama mag jël ko yóbbu ko ci lël bi.
waaw
ba mu ko yóbbee ci lël bi mu des fa.
She said that girl that I gave birth to, who was given to my older sister, was taken by my older sister when she was 3 years old to the lul, which is the ceremony where they do the cutting. And afterwards, I was told that she had died.
boobu fekkee na xale bu des ci lël bi rek dañu naan duñu ko teg aada bi dañ koy teg ne dafa nekk nitu ndox ne rab la.
And they told me that it was the spirits that had done it. They didn't associate it in any way with any kind of medical thing. It was the spirits that had taken my child.
ma am fukki at ak juróom-ñett am sama ñaareelu doom.
Then at 18, I had another child, a girl.
doom ja ba mu wasine ñu ngénte ko mu ngi tudd Aji Kumba.
Her name was Aji Kumba.
ma yor ko juróom-ñaari at maa ko yoral sama bopp.
So I had her for 7 years. 7 years she was by my side.
ma miin xale bi miin ba lool sama yaay jël ko ne da koy yóbbu ci lël ma ne ko yaay bu ko yóbbu.
She didn't want her to go to get cut, but because it's expected, you have to do it.
mu ne ma waaw ma dem rooti bala maa ñëw mu jël xale bi yóbbu ko ci lël.
Then, and without my knowing, when I went to fetch water, they took her, and they took her to the ceremony without my knowing it.
dañ ko defal aada bi rek xale bi gaañ.
And that's when they took her there, they did the tradition to her, and she died.
histoire boobu mënu ma cee wax mu te suma rongañ dalul ndax doom ji dama ko bugaloon saa.
And I was with her for 7 years, so I knew her well. It was the first one she had told me before. She was so young, she was 15. She didn't really understand, but this was a child she had for 7 years. And so,
ba mu génne àddina wala ñu ñëw wax ma ko nanguñu ma koo wax bu ma ne damay dem ca lël ba ñu ne ma looy wuti lël ba toogal yaaya nga fa.
They said everyone was scared to tell her this, and so they hid it from her. So she didn't know until later that she had died.
ma toog ba ñuy génne lal ma jëndal ko ay yére.
I even bought her clothes to celebrate her coming out of the ceremony, and
jëndal ko ay dàll.
even shoes. And
ma ne yaay damay dem ca lël ba ma dem lëtt xale bi. sama enn ma déedéet bàyyil am nañu lëttkat. léegi bañ toogee nag ba xale ñibbi si gisuma suma doom ma ne yaay ana xale bi ñu ne ma xale bi gaañu.
She says that, thank you. She said that it was hard because she saw all the other girls coming out. And no one had told her that during this whole ceremony, which lasts sometimes for a long time, that her own daughter had died. And so they had buried her without her even being at the burial. And this was really hard for her.
ma muñ ko ci forcé ndax aada la dama juddu fekk ko. mënuma koo dindi.
léegi wax leen ci lu xewoon ba nga dem ba def dara parce que
yàlla def ba ma demee ba am ay yeneen doom. xale yi bu ñuy dem leel bu ñu ñëwee ne xale yi dañ leen a yóbbu leel ma ne leen man pareegu ma.
And so when her other daughters were born, she said, I'm not ready. They came to say, we're going to take her off. She said, I'm not ready for this.
waaye mënuma taxaw ne suma doom yi duñu dem.
But I couldn't say to them, I'm not going to take her. I don't believe in this.
ndax bu boobaa ku ci demul leel doo sëy.
And that was mainly because she knew that if she said that, her children wouldn't have a husband, her daughters wouldn't get married.
même boo rootee duñ ko nangoo naan. léegi xale yi def ko.
Because no one would drink her water if she brought it. No one would eat their food if she cooks it.